Naveen started with an initial funding of 40,000 rupees from his mentor Puneet Kumar Singh back in 2010. 5 foreign funds have invested in SMV since. First Light Ventures, KL Felicitas Foundation, Silicon Valley Community Fund, A Spark Goodwill Venture and Unlimited India. A total investment of over 1.2 crores was committed to be released in 3 tranches. He is confident that SMV will break even in 3 years. It recorded a revenue of 30 lakhs in FY12, and helping him in this forward planning are organizations like Dasra.
Naveen first joined our program. The first thing we did with him, as we do with all of our entrepreneurs, is helped him with an elevator pitch. We were fortunate enough to have him practice this pitch numerous times and then presented it to a large group of participants in the audience who were just here to learn more about the inspiring entrepreneurs that participate in our program. To our surprise, one individual sitting in the back of the room was so moved by Naveen's pitch, he came out, took out 10,000 rupees from his own wallet and gave it to Naveen. So those funds could be lended to the 5th rickshaw puller in Varanasi that Naveen was approaching. This demonstrated the value that we provided not just on the pitch, but more importantly on Naveen's understanding of his business plan. We were able to match Naveen up with professional mentors. In fact, one of the representatives, an ex-banker from DSB Merrill Lynch, spent an enormous amount of time with Naveen, helping him identify different financial models for the rickshaw pullers, as well as different payment methodologies which provided not just great return to the rickshawala, but enough capital back into SMV Wheels, enabling them to scale and grow their organization. So when Naveen started our program, we were fortunate where Naveen had 3 rickshaws in operation, but his goals, similar to where they are today, were very ambitious. In less than a 2.5-year period, he's gone from 3 rickshaws to 1,000 rickshaws, enabling 150 pullers to own and operate their own rickshaws, thereby quadrupling their income level on a daily basis.
But this journey has had its share of challenges.
A lot of the rickshaw pullers have it really tough, you said,
Yes.
right? There are a lot of cartels which end up sort of cramping their life in every possible way. But how do you get past that? How do you get past the corruption in the system?
So, as I mentioned, we involve the people, actively with the project, so that, that the lower level officers, because especially in the municipal bodies and in the police, the bottom people are most corrupt, you can say, or they try to harass these people. So we involve the municipal commissioner and district magistrate and superintendent of police. We invite them to the different workshops where we give the training of health issues and other social issues about the traffic rules to the rickshaw pullers. And that is how we are able to, get passed away from that kind of.
And they're cooperative?
And they are very.
So what are the benefits that they see of this?
They also want to, the cycle rickshaw pullers to have a nice number in a particular city. So they are finding us as as an agency which is helping them in this cause. And that way, they are able to control the migrants, because some of these the criminals and robbers also come from different states and start doing the rickshaw pulling.
Okay.
So that way also the police can get the database of all the rickshaw pullers who are our members, and so it's a kind of security issue for the police also, and so they take actively participation with us.
So what are some of the other challenges you face at this point of time? It's still a very young business, only a year and a half in. You have managed to get a certain amount of funding in, but there must still be a long way to go.
If you look at the business, so the return of investment is around 20%, which improves up to 36%. So what we are looking is an interest rate of 10%, which the existing business can service. So we are trying to approach the banks right now to scale, to make the scale. In fact, we are also looking for, low interest loans and some debt capital.
Right.
So that, we can take this project to the scale.
Okay. But you believe in the concept and you believe that there's an opportunity there for people who want to get involved.
Yes, definitely there is opportunity. Right now we have 5 investors, 3 from US, 1 from Netherlands and 1 from UK. And, I feel that our investors are the happiest people on the world. I mean, they share the joy of what they are doing with these investments. In fact, they are also having the return on the capital.
In fact, you were saying there's a lady from the UK who helped you make your business plan, and she actually spent 3 months on the roads in Varanasi.
So basically, her name is Tej Dhami, and she was a kind of consultant, one of our, potential investors who was interested in the idea. Yes, he sent her to the company in Varanasi, and once she came here, she wanted to know the business from the ground itself. So she spent her time on the streets and
understood the lifestyle.
Yeah, understood the lifestyle. Talked to the rickshaw pullers, to the fleet merchants, to our team, all the team people, myself, and as per that, the actual, business plan and the financials were created.
Okay. So, you've also been talking to the minister lately. He's involved you in a very ambitious project of his when it comes to cycle rickshaws. Tell us a little about that.
So, the government of UP plans to distribute solar battery operated rickshaws. So, in that regard, we met the Chief Minister, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, and we are trying to, help them in developing the business plan for the deployment of such a huge project in UP. And if it comes up, hopefully it will be the first public-private partnership for this community with the government.
For you personally, Naveen, what was it like to become an entrepreneur? To suddenly have to worry about where the money was coming from, the business model, making plans, traveling around and, talking to investors. It's a whole new ball game. I mean, it's very different from just being on the ground and, working with the rickshaw pullers. There's a whole different side to it as well.
As you know, social entrepreneurship is a lonely journey. So, initially people, you don't have time for your family and friends. So, that is one sacrifice you have to make. And but for me, my biggest motivation, was to give the dignity to this profession, because if you see the cycle rickshaw pullers, they work so hard. They ply passengers, ply goods in the temperature like 45 degrees Celsius. So my biggest motivation now today also is bringing that smile and that dignity and that ownership to that vulnerable cycle rickshaw puller who is really trying to work, who is not begging for, or he is not asking for any kind of grant.
Right.
So SMV is a platform where they can have easy access, to the ownership and to the dignity and to that unionization.
Do you feel that you're doing your little bit in changing the world? Or changing India at least?
I'm not sure about that, but yes, if I see myself today, then I feel that I'm a better person in terms of internal happiness, you can say, because it's very satisfying when that rickshaw puller, when he becomes the owner, brings sweets to you, and he's the most you can say happiest person in the world. So personally, it's a very satisfying venture for me, and I am honored that God has chosen me for this work.